like the sheep. And was that supposed to be Modmin hanging upside down in the cave?
Yes. That's on a bat on a logo, isn't it?
Yeah. Morning all.
Oh God, don't sound too happy to be here, will you? Don't sound too happy to be here, will you? Oh, we're all so tired. Our batteries have run out. It's Friday. That means we've got the Shannon Class Lifeboat build. Yay. Yay. So how are we all?
Bearing up.
It looks like the two Garys have fallen out. Hang on a second. Facing the direction.
That's better.
No.
That would never happen.
Oh, look, you've got
Exactly
similar shaded tops as well. You two.
Okay.
You've both got like a similar shade colour top.
Oh, you see. Like
Black.
Blue.
Oh, there you go. See?
Like a grey blue. There we go. But it looks like we're all friends now.
We are. Of course, we're all friends. All chums.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Shannon Class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you all enjoying it?
Massive progress this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dear God.
So it's
Let's
orange
highlight
and
them out.
blue.
Yeah. And this isn't fixed yet. Today, I'm hoping to get I'm going to get the glass in there, which will take all of 10 seconds because it's such a big fit. I'm going to work on the external lumps and bumps on the, I want to say cockpit, this bit. And I might, if I get time, have a go at trying to make some seat belts for the seats out of Tamiya tape.
Cool. What about you, John?
Mine's looking quite similar to Gary's. So I've got orange and blue.
You've gone for a whole blue full.
Well, not all of it, just the top half. Because the bottom half will be. Oh, it's what do I use? SMS, just blue.
The box is misleading because it looks grey, but it's actually black.
Yeah.
Oh, so the bottom half?
Yeah, it's black.
Right. So yeah, I've just used those two colours, so literally orange and blue from SMS. Yeah. So I gave the cabin another coat of like there's a what do they call it? Light orange from Model Colour, but I didn't like it, so I've gone back and resprayed the SMS over the top, so that's orange. Nice. Same as Gary, it's pretty much I've gone for a dark grey blue as a base in there, just because it's not black, and it can have a bit of shade, so I can go NATO black for the seat frames, black for the actual seats, and I'm going to do a Temu Gary and try to make seat belts for these little seats, and start doing all the accoutrement around the cabin. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to. So there's a white decal, as you can see on the instructions there. The demarcation between the blue and the black in the waterline. What I have, and I don't expect anyone else to have, this is a marker for waterlines for boats. So I'm going to use that and hopefully sort of walk it, do a line around so I'll know where the line will be.
If you look, it just goes along the black.
Well, I don't know. Along the black.
Yeah, if you look on photos of it, it just goes along the black, along the edge, the join between the black and the blue.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm going to draw a line with the black and the blue because it doesn't go up the bow.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah. So
you're quite right.
I'll be doing that. So I'll start cracking on. What about you?
I've done absolutely nothing this week with it at all, apart from a bit of primer on it. So I'll probably start doing something with the seats. May well also do some little seat belts later. See if I can do something with the little screens here as well, the navigational screens and whatever.
Yeah.
And then start thinking about the deck From memory, there's like a walkway around the front, which is matte, like a high grip surface. So I might sort of mask that off and keep the matte of the primer, and then just put a bit of top coat on the rest, just gives a bit of visual difference as well. The wheelhouse needs spraying with pink before it becomes orange. That's pretty much where it is. I haven't really had any time to do anything this week.
No, fair enough.
Cool.
But there we go. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Progress is being made.
And what about you, most hairy one? How are things with you?
Well, I have the most orange of orange cabs because I used Vallejo fluorescent orange. So it literally looks like a high-vis hard hat. And then I've done the hull. So, John,
hello.
If you look at the photos, the line goes from that bit there. You know where that deflector is for the water?
Yes. Yeah.
It goes from there to there's a little bit that comes out on the curve on the front of the bow.
Okay.
If you look at the curve, it's not perfectly curved. There's a little bump in it.
Oh yeah, so there is.
The black line's just above that.
Yeah.
On the photos.
I must admit, I had to contact Mikey in the week. I think it was Sunday actually, and to work out the demarcation line between the blue and the black because the instructions weren't very clear. But...
Yeah, I would have thought there would be a slight indentation in the hull. That wouldn't be on the real thing, but it would help mark out if you're going to hand paint it, for instance. Because, as I mentioned, there is a decal for it, but it's up to you, the builder, whether you want to actually paint a white line. So, long white line in the center there. We'll see how that goes.
And I've done the deck in
with long
grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what grey did you use on the inside there, Mikey?
On the inside, I use NATO black.
NATO black, yep. Sweet.
And the deck, I use Vallejo sea grey for the deck. I'm not too worried about those white bits on the outside because they'll be covered up by the outside of the cab.
I was just about to use what's called Havglass grey for the deck, which is a colour of the F-35s, but I didn't. I went for an ocean grey. Again, SMS, because, well, I have it on hand. So I wasn't planning to, but so far everything is SMS paints in this. And, I'm quite happy with it. It's a very different orange from Mikey's, that's for sure. I do have a fluorescent orange. I just chose not to use it. I've used it on a couple of external tanks on things like,
the choice between that and Vallejo fire orange.
Yeah, this really. I was even thinking about putting maybe a couple of drops of fluorescent orange in the orange. I could still do that, But that's so bright. Not on camera.
Whilst you guys do that,
it's a bit madness.
This is the thing, on camera, you can't really get the full effect of the orange because the cameras don't deal with it very well.
Yeah.
But they are very, very orange. We can assure you. Whilst you guys are doing that, I shall go through the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Dieter says, as we sail the seven seas and fear no sharks, no bees, the first comment of today sails away, sails away, sails away.
Oh, how very Orinoco of you.
Yeah, very Enya. Exploring says, second, that's a first for me. Laugh out loud. Hey, everyone. Hello, Rich.
Hey.
Julian. Third comment. I see Duke and I have competition. Laugh out loud, morning, Hagrid, and exploring. Ian Sin, he says, "Good day, D, H, E, and J. It's a bit annoying when some of the chat disappears before the show starts. Hope Waitrose Gary can join us today. I've made no progress on my channel since last Friday evening." Cool. He's certainly here.
I am here.
Sure is.
Here or stream.
Fish for modders. Athol says, "Mayday, mayday, mayday. I'm in a boat sinking off Cardiff Sound, taking in massive waves, requesting immediate help as it cannot swim."
Right, okay. Right,
next.
we'll send someone responsible.
Very good.
Why is it last week?
Going on?
Last week, these windows fitted perfectly.
Oh, and the paint got in the way?
No. They just don't seem to line up this week. There's a gap at the
It could be
back.
because you painted the inside.
Yeah.
Athol says, "Morning is broken, cold is in the freezer, full of chips." Note, Ian, Julian. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, so are we exploring? So the comment,
What were you saying, John?
Wingnut Wings kits are, you have to be really careful. If you paint something, you have to scrape it off because the fit tolerances are so good. Are we saying then that FX fit tolerances are approaching that of Wingnut Wings?
No, I'm not at all saying that, John. I'm just wondering why it fit last week and
No,
it's just a small gap at the back. And
yeah.
that's
Athol
fine.
says, "Morning is broken, cold in the freezer, cold as a freezer of chips." Note, Ian, Julian, and Exploring are already on the scene. Indeed. Next, modders. Sonic says, "Salutations." Hello, Sonic.
Hello, Sonic. Have you got your computer fixed?
Penny says, "Not first." You what?
So has Sonic got his computer fixed?
Penny says, "Not first comment, but morning." Oh, right, yeah. I think I'm getting a lag again. God damn it. Sonic says, "Where's Tiff's cute wee bat? Did it go down?" No. Julian says, "Hi, Ian, Athol, and Sonic."
Yeah.
Sonic says, "Hey, Penny." And hey, Julian. Tiffany says, "Morning, folks. Please hit that like button on your way in. Thank you." Julian says, "Hi, Penny." Penny, hey, Sonic. Sonic, hey, Tiff. Kissy. Julian, cricket bat or flying bat? I don't think we'll be depicting modders as a cricket bat, Julian. Tiffany says, "I'm not part of the stream, Sonic, so my avatar isn't on there."
You are part of the stream.
Kevin's in. He says, "Good morning, ready to go? Poppy in hand."
You're an important part of the stream, Tiff.
Really wish my StreamYard would stop lagging. Really annoying. It was fine yesterday. Tiffany says, "Hey, Sonic, kissy, kissy."
Oh, for crying out, get a room.
Oh, I think the heating's come on because it's getting warm in here all of a sudden. Julian said, "I did wonder why there's a sinking ship in the cartoon." Of course, the lifeboat. Yes, that's the point. Penny says, "Hey, Julian." And Sonic says, "Hey, Kev." Julian, I hope everyone in that inflatable boat has their claws retracted, or it could see a wee bit damp. Soon get a wee bit damp. Yeah. Gary the lion.
Wow.
Cats can retract their claws, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Apes don't have claws.
Julian, morning, Kev. That's true. Do kangaroos have claws, John?
Well, they're animals, yes. Yes. You can get back scratches made of kangaroo paws.
Made of kangaroo paws?
Yeah, well, you know, you just rub it up and down, but you pause in the middle. Right, moving on.
See what you did there.
Are you telling me then you go out to the outback and rub a kangaroo up and down?
You don't go out the outback. You go out to the front yard. I'll be popping up and down there in a minute.
The zoo.
Depends where you live, of course.
Kieran says, "Morning, all." Good morning, Kieran.
Morning, Kieran.
Oh, morning, Kieran. I need to talk to
Tiffany,
you at some point. I need to talk to Kieran at some point regarding an interview for his channel.
Oh.
Ooh.
Mr. Childs was contacting me yesterday.
Ooh.
Yes.
Tiffany says, "Oh, I had my own slide." You do.
You did.
You have your own cave too. Exploring unseen says, "Morning, Julian." Athol says, "Morning, panel." Good morning, Athol.
Good morning, Athol.
Sonic, hey, Kieran and Athol. Julian says, "Morning, Mike. Morning, Mikey, Chair Farty Pants, Commander Evans, and evening, John."
Morning, that man.
Julian says, "Hi, Kieran." Exploring says, "How is everyone doing today?" Well, thank you.
Just peachy.
Ooh, peachy,
Sonic,
is it?
Exploring, didn't see you there.
He's peachy. He's peachy. Peachy, peachy, peachy.
Exploring says, "No worries. Hey, Sonic."
Great. Any chance?
Scott's models in. He says, "Hello all." And John, how do you find SMS?
Well, the rack's next to the counter at Frontline Hobbies.
It's good, but prefer Facebook chat.
No, it's my favorite brand of paint. It goes down very well. It's for airbrush. So if you don't have an airbrush, it's going to be almost impossible to use. But the range of colors is wonderful, and the coverage is I use it almost exclusively, really, these days on the outsides of aircraft and stuff, because I think their colors, to my eye, pretty much exactly what I consider to be correct. So no, I love them.
They're closest to how you remember the
short
colours.
stories long, don't I?
Yeah. How do you find the colours? Great. There you go. Job done. Julian says, "Bye." Julian, by the way, reference friends. A good friend bails you out of jail. A best friend is the call next to you, in the cell next to you, and says, "That was fun, but we really effed up this time." These guys would probably be breaking out of the cell next to me. Or getting drunk in the cell next to me, one or the other.
We are the rogue heroes of the modelling world.
June says, "Morning, Rich." Yes, we would be the ones that are. One of us would be outside with a truck, the others would be tying a sling around the bars or something. Steve says, "Just pops in to say hello. Still no heating here. Room temperature is 5.4 degrees C, and I can see my breath. So I'm going to go to bed where it's warm. We'll watch it later. Sorry, it's all right, buddy. Keep yourself warm and safe.
Yeah, keep yourself safe.
That's more important." Or if you can, go to a cafe or something and get warm in there if needs be. Mike says, "Glad my name's not Gary, or I'd be Charity Shop Gary." I would never call you such a thing. June says, "Keep warm, Steve. See you later." I just realised I've got no water. Favorite brush. I'll do. Jim, good morning from cold and snowy Chicagoland.
Morning, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
June says, "Hey, Jim." Jim, blimey, miss a little, miss a lot. A few minutes behind start, and it appears I am miles behind the chat queue. Yes, I know that feeling.
That's where
Sonic says, "Seen a couple of cool model plane kits for a $5 each in the men's shed. Tiff, no decals." So go on.
I was going to say, Mikey is permanently behind on the chat.
Yes. But it's better than having no chat to read.
Absolutely. Not knocking it. Uh-oh, the boss is in.
Yeah. June says, "His Royal Hirsutedness, King Mikey of North Wales." Is that like King Bob?
Emperor Mikey.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh. I should call you Brian Blessed.
Wait, Rose, what does Hirsutedness mean?
Gordon alive!
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear God, what the hell? I think my team are having a breakdown.
Who the hell ever said we were a team?
Jim says, "Hello, Julian." Oh, I'm just going to jump out a second, jump back in, because this delay is ridiculous.
Okay. All right, mate.
And it sounds so weird.
Start warming your voices up, lads.
I want 3, 5, 7, 9, 12.
Bless him. I don't know why he gets that lag.
Don't know.
Bizarre. Jim says, "Hello, Julian," and to all the usual suspects in chat. DJ Sonic says, "Hey, Jimbo."
Hey, Jimbo.
Tiffany says, "I want to pop in, Sonic, to see if they have any other kits."
If there's no decals, Sonic, you can get almost anything you'd want from Hannon's as an aftermarket thing. If you just search for them, you might have luck. Depends what you found.
Yeah. Jim says, "Hello, Sonic, mate. Happy Friday to you." Julian says, "Sonic, Tiff, you may be able to get the decals online. Depends on the model."
There you go.
Martin Mountford says, "Good morning, mes amis."
Mes amis.
Phil says, "Good day, everyone, and happy sailing." Blup, blup, blup.
I'm back.
Glory
It's
on
too
Sea
late
says,
for the happy
"Be right
sailing.
back,
We're
guys."
in.
And I'll hand back to Mikey.
Yeah. Next. Manly voice. Jim says, good morning to our modmin. Hello, modmin. Sonic, Tiffany. I think I only saw 3. The bigger one was about £25. I can't remember what kit it was, though. Ooh. Tiffany says, we could check Wonderland models for the decals. They have some cardboard boxes full of decals for like 50p.
Ooh, I'm on my way. From misery to happiness today.
That's a song, isn't it?
Don't sing.
Julie says, Julie says, let me guess, Martin. John, shut the fuck up.
What do we got? 25 minutes. Not a record, but not bad.
Julie says, let me guess, Martin, you were just peeing by the stream. Laugh out loud. Jim, and last but most certainly not least, a hearty good morning to our gracious hosts. Hello, Jim.
Morning, Jim.
Sonic says, Tiffany, maybe I want to hopefully go back in on Tuesday with some of my rolling stock anyway, so I can text you and let you know.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to try something.
Jim, happy good morning to you. Athol. Jim says to Athol, happy good morning to you. There we go. Brain engage with mouth, please.
No, it needs to be
Martin says, Julian, certain mints. I'll just remove my kepi and trim my mustache.
Right, so that's
Tiffany, how did you see that Mayday comment, Mikey? It's not in the chat. It is in my chat. Julie says, what is the word responsible, Chair Farty Pants? Sounds a bit too much like hard work to me. Athol, morning, Sonic and Tiff. Hobby Time. Hey, guys. Hello, Hobby Time.
Hey, Hobby Time.
Hey, dude.
Athol, morning, Jim. You're dog needs walking. Duke, good day, all you beautiful people. Sorry I'm a tad late. Lots of family here at the moment. No problems. Athol, morning, Duke, and Hobby Time and Penny. Right. Hobby Time. Hi, Athol. Sonic, not yet. Been to the PC shop and they said they'll have a look at it for me next week and let me know what's up with it. Dreading it though, because I've got a feeling it's the motherboard and not something worse. I think it probably is the motherboard. Hobby Time. Hi, Jim. Jim, Mikey, I know what model plane you should do for your next build. The World War II Soviet Lag 3. Fits your technology issues perfectly. Very droll, Jim. Very droll.
I was thinking last night.
Hobby.
You were thinking last night?
Yeah, I was laying down at the time.
Where are you? Is that why you need to lay down? Actually?
Yeah. The speed of this build, as it's going, we're going to have to start thinking of the next build soon.
Have you thought of a wooden ship?
No.
Okay, what next? Do another bit of yellow because I can.
Maybe the next one, go for a theme rather than a specific model.
That's an idea. And I think.
What do you think, Waitrose?
I think.
Sounds good. Gives a bit of flexibility.
And I think, to shake things up a bit, we should let Gary choose.
Oh, don't give me that hassle as well. Jesus.
I just pushed him over the edge.
Oh, I'm out of here.
not in the next 2 weeks. All right, just not in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Nothing's happening.
Sure.
I don't actually even know what I'm doing today at the moment. I've just I've drawn some lines.
You're building a Shannon class lifeboat.
But you say that with such an air of authority and certainty. And I'm horrified to disappoint you. I've masked a bit of Shannon class lifeboat, and I've drawn a bit of Shannon class lifeboat, and then I've faffed around for ages trying to mask a piece of perspex, and then thought, oh, do you know what? I'll hand paint it. So things are not connecting. I put it down to the weather as well. It's my brain just is not functioning at the moment at all.
Always blame the weather.
So choosing a kit to make is going to be a bit bizarre.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know what to build anyway.
I learned something about the UK the other day, which baffled me. Can I ask for clarification on something?
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to Greg's over there. Now it's not a big deal. Like, apparently from what I'm told is there's on YouTube, Americans go to Greg's and it's a big deal. But it's just another shop. But I went to Greg's with Paul in Deal in Kent and asked for a sausage roll, thanks, because it was like breakfast. I have a sausage roll for breakfast with a tea and a coffee. And it was literally, it wasn't frozen, but it was ice cold. And we didn't want to go in and ask for a warm one. Now, talking to our friend Dave, he said, well, that's because you didn't ask for a hot one. Is that right? So if you go to Greg's and you ask for a sausage roll, they give you a ice cold sausage roll.
Yeah.
So it was my problem.
Yes.
It wasn't the UK's problem.
Yeah.
No, it was you being an idiot.
Well, who serves cold sausage rolls? Well, Greg's, obviously.
Well, because a lot of parents get their kids the sausage rolls to have on the way home from school and things.
Oh my god!
Or they put them in picnics and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. It's an actual
Or
thing.
you can buy them from the
ask
shop
for hot food.
You've never had cold steak and kidney pie?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I know pork pies are meant to be cold, but they also taste like gack.
Pork pies are lovely.
No, they do not. How dare you?
Well, I've just never had a good one, I think. Maybe because,
I've got Scotch eggs downstairs.
You've never had a Melton Mulberry?
But Scotch eggs aren't necessarily available here, which I
Have you never had a Melton Mulberry?
Melton Mowbray pork pie.
Make your own. They're easy enough.
Yeah. In fact...
So what?
Scotch eggs are easy enough to make, John.
Melton Mowbray pork
pies.
Melton Mowbray.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not heard of that.
Well, you have to try one next time you're over.
It's an educational program.
Next time you're over.
If Bron lets you.
Oh, she'll let me.
Next time Bron lets you off the leash.
No, she'll be coming too.
Oh, cool. We'll get to meet her. And she'll probably beat the crap out of us for taking up so much of your time.
Yeah. And hi. So Bron, meet Mikey. And she'd say hello. And then you'd say, what did you roll your eyes just now? And she goes, oh, no, you're going well. Yeah, she's good at rolling her eyes.
Yeah, they seem to have a habit of that, don't they?
There we go.
I need to catch up with this chat anyway.
Oh, okay.
Never mind actually painting my lifeboat. What was I thinking? Jim says, hi there, hobby time. Exploring Unseen says, I'm back now. Excellent. Julian, can dragons retract their claws? I don't know. Sonic says, round of applause for that joke, daft joke, John.
God, you're too kind.
That was the kangaroo one. Kevin says, be right back, got to feed the cat. He's probably long back by now, unless the cat's real hungry. Dieter, greetings all, joining in from work. Naughty, naughty.
Hello, Dieter.
Hoi, hoi.
Martin says, cheaters don't retract their claws. Interesting.
Oh.
Athol, morning, afternoon. Dieter? Yeah, it'd be afternoon next, an hour ahead. Sonic says, hey, Haggy.
Hey, Haggy.
Kieran, Chair Force, an interview for my channel. I don't have a channel. Feel free to DM on Discord, etc. though. I think he means interviewing you, Kieran.
No. I'm sure. I got a phone call from Mr. Childs to say Kieran was doing something.
Yes.
With regards to.
Is it a different Kieran?
Well, Malcolm intimated it was this Kieran.
Oh. Kieran thinks otherwise.
Ooh.
This is all news to Kieran.
Mr. Wee.
We need clarification. Yes. Athol says, good day, Scott. You'll have to get in touch with Mr. Charles and clarify it.
Well, no, because he forwarded me the email.
Julie says, how do you find SMS? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Julie says, how do you find SMS? I'd go to the shop and buy some. Good plan.
Yeah. Great plan.
Penny says, I won my AV8B has shipped for the group bill. Oh, thank. Awesome.
Oh, lovely.
My apologies, Kieran. It's
got the AV8B. Was I right? It's another Kieran.
It's another Kieran. So apologies, mate.
Hey. Penny says, I may have just been approved as a 3D print filament tester. Given how much I'm using so far, that may be better news than it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
She's using quite a bit, bless her. She's printed herself off a small house by now. Graham says, morning all. Good morning, Graham.
Morning, Graham.
You can get it a 3D print your thing in your backyard, Gary.
Yes, I will be getting a 3D printer.
No, I mean, no, she can print you a new sort of office.
Print me an office, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Leak like a bastard, but it's cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you get Lego and put some sealant between it, print off Lego bricks type things. Put sealant between them, it'd be fine. No. Dieter says, take good care, Steve. Sending some friendship warmth over.
Ah, well played.
Athol, morning, Graham. I'll tell you what. Where's my mouse? Sonic says, hey, Graham. I need to get through these quicker. Where are we? Because we are well behind. We're like 15 minutes behind. Tiffany says, I'm going to start missing hellos to each other. Right. Tiff, just let me rattle through these quick. Because I can click them as quick as I can say them then. Martin says, regards being cold, no heating, go to Asda, and if you're a certain age group, you'll get soup, roll, and a cuppa for £1. There we go.
Yeah. Anyone over 60 years
hey,
old.
Tiff. Well, don't think we will stop doing that soon. What are we saying, guys?
Anyone over 60 or 60 and over, go to Asda and you get that deal.
Yeah.
We could all pass for that, or maybe not Mikey.
Yeah.
Put some grey in his beard, he'd be all right.
He's got some.
Dieter says, Flash, saviour of the Spoonerverse. Very good.
See what you did there.
Tiffany, I just mean in StreamYard because we're behind in chat. More like Gordon Bennett than Gordon. Gordon Bennett is my D&D character.
Yeah.
Sonic says Flash Kitten. Ash says, "Hi guys, what are the multicolored palettes you're using called?" They're fidget toys.
They are.
Yeah.
They're the fidget popper toy things.
Yeah.
They're made of silicon, so the paint just pops out.
And
acrylic paint doesn't stick to
Vallejo
silicon.
or whatever, when it dries, you could literally just pop it out of there, and that's as clean as it gets. So when this dries, it'll just pop out. There's a tip who's on YouTube once, and you
can literally just see.
And they're cheap as all get out.
Yeah. Dita says, "Tiff, I read that as you wanted to pop in Sonic. Sounds painful."
Oh, he's used to it.
Kev says, "Cat fed, now to enjoy morning coffee." Right, if I talk over you, it's just because there's a delay, and I'm just trying to get through these as quick as possible.
Do it.
Julian, bonjour, Martin, by the way. Sonic, ouch, very ouch. Need to do live stream from Wonderland Models, Tiff. Yes, you do. What's going on, man? Dieter, Sonic, don't tempt me, Sonic. I dare not take the stream, not even to just look into it. Understand, Sonic? I would use it to get goods, but through me, my wallet would suffer too much. Jim, Athol, always awake between 4 and 5 a.m. daily. Athol, including weekends, comes from years of working on early shifts in metal fab. Yeah. Dieter, PS, I will be all weekend between 9 to 13 UTC every day at my hobby store. Talk about chastising myself. Julian, hi, hobby time. Sonic would be great for the shop if we get a ton of viewers, and we might even get some discounts as a thanks. Wishful thinking. Yeah, you gotta be careful saying stuff like that, Sonic, because if they see you stream, they won't give it you. You don't do it for that anyway. Julian says, "Be right back. Got to start dinner in Tuven. You need to support your local bricks and mortar. Not going there expecting discounts. There's not a lot of them left." Jim says, "Gary Evans, you look quite sharp, not posh in your dark frame glasses."
Ooh, thank you.
Dieter says, "How about for your next build, go for funny car or drag racer?" We're going to go for a theme of Gary's choosing. So it also means that Gary will be able to build something out of his stash rather than having to get even more kits on top of the millions he's got already.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good plan. That kind of
Okay. Scott says, "How about Airfix starter set speed build?" Jim, very interesting proposal, Hagrid. I like it. Sonic, wacky racist theme. Stop that pigeon, Penny? Matthew, Airfix have put a teaser up you may want to consider for a future build. Ooh. Graham, suggestion for next build. Since it's the anniversary of the end of World War II, how about you post about post-war use of military subjects? Interesting. There's one for John. I
don't think he's here at the moment.
VAT on hot food.
I think John has just popped out.
No. Yeah. Sonic says that massive German gun that took up two rail tracks would be cool for a build. Yes, it would, but it's also bloody expensive and bloody big.
And it would take up my
John, another reason for the cold sausage rolls. Another reason for the cold sausage rolls is because you pay VAT on hot food.
Okay, so that's something or other tax.
You pay more tax on it.
Value-added tax.
Oh, okay.
Value-added tax.
Yeah, we call it GST, but we don't. Well, because we don't sell cold shit.
Well, no, because this room temperature in Australia is about 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unless it's been in the fridge, it would never get cold. Penny says, Greg's isn't actually advertised as a hot food shop. The tax on hot food is different from cold. When you get hot pie, pasty, sausage roll, it's because it's not been out of the oven.
Really?
There you go.
Oh my God, that is so weird. Okay, I need to go back and do it properly.
Yeah.
Walk in with a swagger and ask for hot food.
At Christmas, if you're able to stay for a few weeks into a week into December or something, you'll be able to get the festive slices as well. They're really nice.
Okay.
With turkey and everything. Jim, you can even go. You know, if your hotel room's got its own kitchenette thing.
Yeah.
You can go to places like the Food Warehouse, which is like a big version of Iceland supermarket, and you can get Greg's frozen pasties, and they're the same pasties. It's just you take them home and cook them yourself.
Oh, they better pay me for that.
So you could take them back to your hotel room and just have them for tea or something.
Well, so you take them home and you warm them up for other people.
Jim, Martin, that sounds like sounds like a guy from Boston, Massachusetts says the word cheaters.
Cheaters.
Julian, right, that's dinner on, and I haven't blown myself up and not snitched. Win. Sonic says, yet, Julian. Yet. Dieter, Sonic, that will be the heavy Gustav, or she is erroneously marketed Dora. Yes.
Oh, yeah, Dora's different.
And he says he still has the 135 kit. Holy moly, that'd be huge.
Wow. Yeah, there's a 135 kit built up at Frontline Hobbies, and it's incredible. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I think John Mayfield's got 172nd one or something, hasn't
he? Yeah, it's on the shelf behind him.
That's big enough. Sonic says Dora the Exploder. Brian says, I have a question for Gary Sainsbury's. I have to drive around London a lot. What are you supposed to do when you need the loo? No garages have them for customers. Where does one pee? In a bush. In Shepherd's Bush.
I don't think the shepherd will be very happy about that.
No, he wasn't when I did it.
I'd go to any supermarket. The vast majority of supermarkets have got customer toilets in them.
Right. There we go.
We'll take a bottle.
Of course, you'll get fined for driving through London in the first place. But, yeah. Sonic says, in a bottle and keep it handy for road rage incidents, Brian. Ew. That's grim.
Sonic.
Dieter. Dieter, you made me... Sonic, you made me laugh with Haggy, as in, were there more of me, we would be Haggies. Kieran says, Chair Force 1, news to me. Happy to help out if I can, but might be another Kieran.
Yeah, I think it is,
Brian,
mate.
Think it wouldn't go down well with me getting my Tadger out on Oxford Street.
Very true.
Well, it would.
They had to close. Was it
Street
Oxford
in
Street?
Sydney, because, you know.
Another
well,
one
what
the
would
other
happen
day.
is the constabulary would obviously arrest you, take you to the nearest station, and they would definitely have toilets.
So they,
you wouldn't be the first person, Brian, to have the
Oxford Street or yeah, the other day, because they had to do a load of controlled kabooms because somebody was leaving suspicious cars lying around. Kieran says, Chair Force 1. I think it was just Sadiq. He's had enough of cars being parked in his street.
That's Sir Sadiq to you.
Kieran says, Chair Force. No worries at all. He'll never be a sir to me.
He's been knighted, hasn't he?
Sadly, yeah.
Neither will Stam or any of the others.
Anyway, moving on. That's politics.
Yeah.
The whole honour system is out the window. It makes me laugh that David Beckham keeps kicking off because they won't give him one. It's supposed to be an order of chivalry, not a bloody merit badge.
I see what you did there. David Beckham keeps kicking off.
Yeah.
TBG says, hi, everyone. Hi, TBG. Sonic says, hey, Baldy. And he says, boldly, not Baldy, for fuck's sake. TBG says, hi, Sonic. Lol. Athol says, morning, James. TBG says, morning, Athol. And Hamish. Jim says, hey, TBG. Julian Thomas, the tank engine's grumpy cousin, Gustav the railway gun. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Gary.
I'm trying to not playing the game. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, it's your little seat belt.
Yeah. That'll do, because once that's on,
well done.
Once that's on, you're not going to see them anyway. So I've just literally cut some Tamiya tape on here, and then coloured it in blue because the seat belts are blue.
Yep. Dieter says, laptop was going wonky. Suddenly it refused to send the sound through my headset. I thought, oh, good thing I am pretty much on my own as everyone is off to lunch. TBG says, hi, Jim. Jim, Gary Waitrose, on the last two videos about your shed build, I see you have an audience behind you when standing in your front yard. Your trusty canine friend. Yes. Sprue's in. He says, hello, Mikey, panel and chat. Hello, Sprue.
Hey, Sprue.
Nice to have you with us, buddy. Jim says, hello, Sprue. Sonic says, hey, Sprue. Penny, has anyone ever seen the model shop at Snetterton? They used to have a 1/72 scale USS Enterprise, and no, that is not a typo, 1/72 with Tomcats and all sorts on the deck. Wow.
Wow.
That's big.
Yeah. Sonic says that's a cool pencil jig.
Yeah. It's an Artesania Latina one.
Jim, Penny, blimey, that's a big mod.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's designed for marking waterlines on ship models. Very cheap. Yeah, £7, 16 Australian dollars.
Brian says, I do lots of uncontrolled booms. Sonic, grind, brush, boom, boom. TBG, hi, Sprue. Dieter, MBE is an order of merit, much like our own orders of the Crown and of Leopold. When you contribute to the community, the criteria as to what that entails are rather vague and random. Yes.
MBE,
Knighthood's higher than MBE, though, isn't it?
MBE relates to my bloody effort. OBE is other buggers' efforts.
Yeah, very true. Jim says, Brian, I do as well, especially for after eating beans. Graham, Dieter kilted. Once the lifeboat decals on their way, Royal Mail returned them after the first attempt. Oh. There you go. Dieter, for instance, a politician that served for many years gets the order whether or not the service was good or bad. Yeah. Hence why nobody thinks Sadiq should have it. June says, hi, Sprue. Athol says, hello, Sprue. Sprue sends lots of waves to everyone. Dieter, Graham, oh dear, naughty Royal Mail, and thank you. Timmy says, had to see for myself. Gary actually doing a boat. Haha.
Hi, Timbo.
And I'm actually enjoying it, Timmy. Actually enjoying it.
Sprue, I didn't know you could ask to receive an MBE.
You can ask.
You can ask all you want, yeah.
Sonic, since you're doing planes, help out.
I'm doing seaplanes. Yes. Yeah, interesting.
Jim, good idea. I like it.
I have done a seaplane before. I did a Catalina.
When you talk of true chivalrous order, like that's a big plane. Dieter, when you talk of true chivalrous orders like the Thistle, Garter, Bath, and St. George, Victorian are taking proper merit and valour into account. Unfortunately, they're just given to the king's mates these days.
Steady on.
All right. Back over to you, Modders.
Bricks and mortar shops.
Chair force. Yeah.
Go on.
Given how laggy my computer's been today, do you want to have a go at doing the chat for a bit when they come up?
Yeah, okay. No problem. I relish the thought of it. We were talking. You were talking earlier on about bricks and mortar shop.
Yeah,
and supporting them. My closest one is either in Birmingham. I'm in Telford, remember, or Chester.
Yeah. Go to the one in Chester. I can meet you there.
Well, yeah, but that's still a drive. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah.
And I know it's because the internet's taken over and pushed bricks and mortar into extinction, more or less. But that's not going down very well. But there you go.
Yeah.
There's nothing more fun
I'm
than,
very lucky here. I've got a
going to a
rather large one.
Yeah. Sonic says, I'd be happy just to accept money.
Stop bragging.
And Hagrid says, that too, Sonic. Jim says, Gary Morris is quite efficient as the reader of comments. Thank you, Jim. Hagrid says, you can buy food and necessities with money, not with a bloody medal, alas.
My dad's half brother had an MBE.
It starts the conversation we were having, was it yesterday, about Paddy Mayne and why he never got a VC?
Yeah. Well, 3 of us on this channel have OSMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got one, have you, Chairforce? Have you got an OSM?
What, operational service medal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Gulf War. And I've got...
You weren't even in the bloody country.
I've got a NATO medal for... UN medal for sitting in a hotel in Italy.
For Cyprus.
Yeah, I got... because we were in the area of operations, we got... Oh, shut up, dog. We got the Gulf War medal, which was a bit embarrassing, to be honest.
For all the people in the UK, the audience probably haven't seen Australian medals. I can grab mine and show you, if you like, what's on the obverse and everything else. If you're interested, let us know in the chat. Don't particularly want to blow wind up my bottom.
Jim says, to Gary Morris, regarding local hobby shops, almost all bricks and mortar shops are gone from the northwest side of Chicago and near the suburbs. Yeah. Yeah, it's we used to have 2 in Shrewsbury, but I believe they've gone now.
So that means all 4 of us have got OSMs then.
Yeah. Jim says, Benji, hello, mate.
Yeah.
What did I get?
Gary, do you realise you're out of focus, by the way?
Yeah, I've just noticed that.
It's the medication.
There you go. DJ Sonic says, upside down medals, Mr. Marley?
Yeah. Is there another way?
Yeah, I got those 2. I got 15 years undetected crime.
Back them up.
And then I got the ones out there. then I got the ones out the Kellogg's cornflake box.
Those are the best ones, mate.
I don't think I've ever got the. I don't think I would ever have gotten the LSGC, long service good conduct, because I was always getting in trouble.
Give me a minute, chaps.
Not intentionally either. It's a lot of times other people being stupid and me getting caught up in it.
Yeah. Hagrid says
by association.
Yeah. Hagrid says, same here, Jim. When I was younger, I had like 50 shops I could go to from the top of my head. Now less than 10 still exist. Few new ones started, but have no real shop front anymore. No, I think basically any new modelling retail enterprise is now online.
Yeah. It was a shame because it's quite nice going in looking at that attic find section, things like that.
Yeah. Jim says, sadly, Hagrid, it's a sign of the times. I'm always envious of John when he says he's been down to Frontline Hobbies, and I think,
yeah, the ability to just
go on.
Go, it's probably half-hour drive, which is, it's in Newcastle. I live half an hour from Newcastle, so I'm very fortunate. Yeah.
Julian ponders, should we all shout Benji so Chair Farty Pants has to keep saying it and Benji goes mental? Please don't. He's doing my head in this morning.
You'll have a line.
Sonic says, model railway shops seem to be few.
You should see it on Discord when I shout it. Chester's a good model train shop.
It's heavy on trains, isn't it?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I like Battle Game. Yeah, that's mostly wargaming, but we've got a nice attics find section, and they've got half the shops model kits and half wargaming kits. So
yeah,
I quite like it.
All right, here we go.
Ooh,
so these are my medals.
Got loads of Airfix and Tenero.
And Muttley has arrived.
I'll quickly explain what they are. So this is the AASM, Australian Active Service Medal. Red for sacrifice. It's got different colours of eucalyptus in there and yellow for the desert. I've got 2 clasps, Iraq 2003 and ICAT, which is International Coalition Against Terrorism. That's Afghanistan. This is the Iraq Campaign Medal. It's got the Federation star there, so one for each of the Australian states and one for the territories, ACT and Northern Territory. Now, the Australian coat of arms on the Iraq Service Medal, so yellow for the desert, purple is the 3 service colours mixed together, the light blue, the dark blue for Navy, and red for Army. So that's purple with red for sacrifice in the middle there. This is an actual, what they call it, Australian Operational Service Medal, OSM. But what they did, they got rid of all these different medals and just bring out the same crappy looking one for now on. Everyone will have the same medal. You get to have a different ribbon. So this ribbon is for border protection. This is the Long Service Medal. Defence, Defence Force Long Service Medal. So it's 15 years continuous service, and you get a clasp for each additional 5 years. So I did over 25 years, so the medal and 2 clasps. And this is the the ADM, the Australian Defence Medal. So if you do your initial service, your initial course. If you, or 4
so you
years,
get a
whichever
medal
is
for
longer.
passing out of basic training, basically.
You do, yeah. So that's a new one that was brought in about 20 years
How
ago. So
American.
everyone gets one of those. And on the back of those is for service on that one, my name and all the details on the long service medal. Defending Australia and its national interests on the back of the OSM, Iraq on the back of the Iraq one, and for service on the AASM. So that's my bling. But for the people overseas that aren't familiar with Australian medals, so there we go. And if you're not aware, you only wear that ceremoniously. So most of the time, you're actually just wearing ribbons. So what I would generally wear, the guys have 4 in a row. Women have 3 above their pocket. So I'd have two rows, one on the top like that, and the other row beneath it. So that'd be what I'd wear on my service dress. So these would only come out for Anzac Day, really.
So do you look good in your service dress?
I don't know. Some guys like to think so. I don't know. Hey? I can dig up a photo if you really want to see it.
Is your service dress?
What?
Sonic says, what shop did you say, Mikey?
Oh, Mikey's pissing himself about something.
No, I said your service dress. Do you look? Is it knee length?
What you mean? Oh my God!
Well done, John. You caught up with everyone else. Are you as laggy as my computer?
No, I wasn't thinking dress. We call it service dress, service dress.
Yeah. So do the Air Force. So there you go. Paul Price says, I'm a 4-hour drive from Frontline.
Yes.
It's just around the corner, isn't it? Jim says, please, Mikey, quiet must be maintained whilst Gary reads the comments. Paul says, thank you, John. All right, Jim, what have you done there? I think Jim's saying at Paul Price, hello, Paul.
I think he's saying hello to Paul.
Yeah, I think he's cat's walked across the keyboard. Paul says, hello, Jim. Sonic says, hey, Paul. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Jim says, how's the weather in your part of Ausland? And Paul, oh, look at that. Lovely boy. Just out, stomach in.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, so above the pocket there's 2 other ones. So one is, what's a star with a clasp? Which is the...
your name badge.
No, apart from the name badge. No, this is the...
Is that McDonald's star?
No,
Does that make you a manager?
Awarded by the Governor General. It's the conspicuous service badge. So, because I was on Hercules, everybody that was deployed on Hercs gets a conspicuous service. Anyone on strength gets one of these with a star in the middle, and they wear it all the time for the service in a conspicuous service.
So what you're saying is you got a shitload of participation trophies.
And anyone who wasn't there at the time,
Is that what you're telling
37
me?
Squadron will get the CSM for now on, but they won't get the star, and they have to give it back when they're finished. So that's that one. But the other one above it is it's hard to see with the light, but you can see it's a Korean flag. Right. So that's the Korean citation medal from the President of Korea for 77 Squadron's participation in the Korean War. And I handed that back when I left the unit because I wasn't in Korea with the boys. So there you go.
Yeah. Well done.
So Jim said, how's the weather in your part of Ausland, Paul? Paul says, hi, DJ. Paul says, wet and warm, Jim. I could say something there, but I won't. Hagrid says, the shop I will be helping out this weekend, Sturm Tiger, also pulls the plug at the end of this year, but has been in it for years on end, but has no succession, alas.
I've got some metal type things.
Oh, come on, Julian. Duly noted, Monsieur Chez Pantalon Péter, apparently French for 40 pence. Now,
Pantalon Péter.
Time. Hagrid says, thank you, John, for your service. John, honoured to be your friend.
Oh, thank you, Dita. As I said, it wasn't about me. That was just more of an educational thing because most people aren't familiar with Australian medals.
Sonic says, delay is causing voice conflict again.
I think most of the public aren't familiar with medals in general. There you go. That's the ones I've got.
Ooh.
Paul says, yes, 4 hours is round the corner in Oz.
I never bothered getting that.
I had to because I had to wear it.
So they're from... That's Welsh Ambulance Service COVID-19 coin. For service, in recognition of service with the Welsh Ambulance Service during COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, piece of tin. That's off the Captain Tom or Major Tom, or whatever his name was thing. That one's Platinum Jubilee one. Which is quite nice. Some weight in them as well. And then, I didn't realise that. Yes, that's nice. And then we've got the Iraq one, which I've never bothered having mounted because I don't like wearing the damn thing.
Yeah. So, the rear of that one is virtually identical to his train one, yeah.
It will be because we have the same monarch.
Yeah, but yeah, also having the Mesopotamian sort of like thing on the back.
Oh, the lion,
Still do have the same monarch.
We do. There you
Jim
go.
says, looking very sharp, Mr. Marley.
Thanks, Jim. I'm married.
Nick's in. Mystery Box Nick is here. Morning all. Morning, Nick. Nice to see you.
Nick.
Hello, Nick. Bloody hell.
Sonic says, hey, Nick. And Jim says, Paul, we have precipitation here too, Paul. Ours is in the form of snow.
Well.
Julian says, whether the CSM is a good thing depends on why you were conspicuous, John.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Conspicuous by his absence.
Yeah. Next. Timmy says, I like the American system. Give gongs for everything. Something small to take pride in. All I have after 8 years is the ADM. Bloody disappointing.
Oh, that's fine. I wouldn't say all you have because it's a big deal to really put your name on the line and take the king's ransom. So well done, Timbo.
Bloody right.
Yeah.
Jim says, hello, Mystery Box Nick.
It's a hard life as a puddle pirate, I'm led to believe.
Julian says, morning, Nick. Sonic says, Timmy.
I do have a question for Tim, though.
Yeah.
Now that he's left, has his butthole recovered?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Really?
Really?
Hagrid says, even so, John, appreciate given to who earned it. Honestly.
Yeah. Cheers, Dita. Well, my real heroes are people like you, Fire Brigade and everything else, nurses, doctors, all that.
Absolutely.
Next. Same for Mikey, says Hagrid.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear boy.
Paul says, never served, but I did 9 years fixing aircraft for the Royal Australian Air Force.
Well done.
Someone's got to fix them so the air crew can break them.
This is true.
Julian says, to be honest, I don't have a problem with the voice
John
sync
didn't
at
do
the
it.
moment, as you can't see anyone's face. True, we're all desk down. Hagrid said, my medals are the service medals as firefighter, honorary medal from several German divisions as part of their exchange program, civil labour medal, second and first class, and officers qualification medal. Cool. My uncle has, Julian says, my uncle has the Queen Elizabeth II coronation medal, despite being in Hong Kong on national service at the time. Basically, it was, I was serving at the time medal. Yeah, both my Queen's Golden Jubilee medal was, I was in at the time.
Yeah. I missed the Platinum Jubilee medal by about 2 months. If I'd been if I joined the ambulance service 2 months earlier, I would have got it. Instead, I got the coin.
Yeah.
I missed the Afghan medal by 12 days.
Athel says, CSM, Company Sergeant Major, get off my grass, you horrible little man. Ian's in. Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Good evening, Ian. Good afternoon, Ian. Good morning, Ian, wherever in the world you are, sir. Sonic says, hey, Ian. Timmy.
It's Aussie Ian, so it'd be in Australia. So it'd be evening.
Timmy says, irreparable damage, Mikey. The things we do for love. Right, moving on. Let's
He
draw a
whistles when he
veil over
walks. On a windy day, you can still hear the sea.
that.
Oh, so these are my little seat belts. Aren't they cool?
Yeah,
Just
I'm just
blue
putting
with yellow.
putting my last set on.
It gets lonely down there in those engine rooms, it does.
Julian says, Atoll, look up
Look,
Combat Garden Gnomes on Facebook. There's one with a Claymore mine. Nothing says keep off my lawn more than a garden gnome with a Claymore mine.
That sounds cool.
You can get them as doorbells.
They are.
Claymores.
Yeah, the Claymore
Yes,
mine doorbells.
Yes. There's people who have actually been told to take them off, haven't they, by the local council?
I want one. Sonic says, swimmer's medal for the sacrifice.
Swimmer's medal.
And Jim says, John Marley, did you see the video link I posted in Discord yesterday? YouTube channel, World War II TV. Subject is Pacific Wrecks, right in your neighborhood, aka Papua New Guinea.
No, I did not. I will look that up. Thanks, Jim.
Seatbelt's done. That was a hell of a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Excellent.
Phil says, I like the hello Italian officer who got a medal for servicing Fiats. Oh, what a mistake of the Mecca. DP with baby cake says, I heard the ocean calling me.
Lovely.
Hi, everyone.
That must have been Timmy's ass.
Baby cake says, hi, everyone. Sonic says, hey, baby cakes.
Hello, DP with baby cake.
Julian says,
sounds like a chat one, doesn't it?
Yeah, there are gnomes with flamethrowers, M16s, and mortars too, lol. What a diorama you could have in your front garden.
What? When I was a teenager, there was actually a song called "Baby Cakes."
Okay. I wasn't a teenager, but
like
I do remember the song.
Club song.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Next, Baby Cake says, "Hi, Sonic," and a little wave of the hand there. Athol says, "Baby Cakes, hello, dear." Baby Cake says, "Hi, Mikey." Another little wave to Mikey. Julian says, "Hi, Baby Cakes." Hi, Julian, with a little wave to Julian. Jim says, "Hello, Baby Cakes." Baby Cake says, "Hello, Athol." Hagrid says, "Phil, would that be Alberto Bertorelli? And yes, he has more medals for whimsical achievements than a North Korean general ever would." Capitino Bertorelli, what a mistake of the maker. And look at the beautiful light.
You turned up to parade. Have a medal.
Yeah. Baby Cake says, "Hi, Jim." Another wave of the hand. Sonic says, "A gnome in a tank." Can be done. Baby Cake says, "I'll have to look that song up." Julian said, "That's the one they don't have, Sonic." It can be done.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. I think it came out when I was like 15, 16.
Baby Cake
I
says,
remember
"Hi
going
to
to the gym and
Hagrid."
it was always on the telly in the gym.
I went all faint then when you said Jim. Jim says, "I hope and pray that you are not in the vicinity of North LA. My heart goes out to all those affected by those terrible wildfires." Yeah,
exactly right.
As I said yesterday, when Mother Nature fights back, she.
DP's in Cali, isn't she?
And Tiff puts up a YouTube link for Baby Cakes. Baby Cake says, "Hi, Tiff. Thanks, love." Thanks, love. I went really northern then. Hagrid goes, "My heart goes boom, diddy boom, what a beautiful ladies."
Steady
on. Oh my God, have we gone back to 1978?
George says, "Hello, everyone." Hi, George.
Hello, George.
Hello, George.
Yeah, those seatbelts weren't as fiddly as I thought they were going to be once you got the knack of it.
You could have at least done a demonstration. Explain to us what you were doing.
I was reading the comments out and doing them at the same time.
Yeah. So these are literally Tamiya tape painted up. Because what we found is these, these seats in these things have, as Gary explained last week, say belt, safety harnesses in them. So they're like Formula One looking ones. They're like blue with a yellow sort of bit goes over the chest area, and it's got seatbelt written on them. But I haven't written that. But yeah, got yellow, blue, and a bit of a silver buckle, and that passes. You really won't see them, but it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic says, "Catchy tune. I remember that one." And Hagrid says, 1978. I wasn't even born yet. Oh, please. Get some time in.
Please.
Neither was I.
Sonic says, "The goodness gracious me song." Yeah, I bet they won't play that on the radio anymore.
Yeah.
That was Peter Sellers and Sophia Loren, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Baby Cake says, "Thank you, Jim. I'm okay for now, but I feel
In fact,
for
my dad was only 13 in 1978.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, my dad was only 13 in 1978.
God, that was 3 years before I went in the Air Force.
It was the year before me.
Hagrid says 1 year later. Hagrid says, "Hello, world. This is my world, and you're all living in it." Hagrid says, "I agree, baby cakes. Terrible as it is, made some good come from it, and lives saved. Houses can be rebuilt, roads remade, but lives lost cannot be regained." Absolutely
true.
Hagrid says, "Lol, Sonic, Scotland. Great orbs of fire, you mean?" I noticed the Canadians have sent their water bombers down to help out in the Los Angeles, LA area.
Yes. Well, they seem to be part of the United States, so, you know.
Oh, yes, Donald wants to buy it, doesn't he? Julian says, "I'll have to post." Julian says, "I'll have to post the 'I am a very model of a Russian Major General' on Discord. It was a Facebook post to the tune, I am the very model of a modern Major General." And I almost sung that as I said it.
Oh, I did. In my head.
Athel, 1978, I was a steward on the 40s Bravo oil platform. Bloody hell.
Oh. Wow.
Julian says, "I was 8. Sonic says, 4.25 years approximately before my parents got jiggy with it.
Oh, dear goodness.
So,
TMI.
So Gary Evans.
Sir.
I believe on your subscriber special the other day, you were talking about the Shannon. Was it you that was mentioning? Not sure how you're going to do the window surrounds because they're black on the actual thing.
Yeah. There was a rumor that Mark at CT Scale Models said he was going to do a set to mask them out, so you could then spray on the. I think they're black rubber surrounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them. Right. They're not on his website, so I don't think he's got around to doing them, sadly. So I might just give it a miss.
Point of interest, when you put the
I wouldn't worry about it.
The cockpit or on this, you can't see those straps at all.
Yeah.
To be honest, at 172 scale, it would just be a very thin black line anyway.
Yeah.
It is quite dark in there, but yeah, you really can't see them.
Yeah, but you've had fun doing them.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was practice. I've never done it before, so
yeah.
Either Marion's cooking toast or I'm having a stroke. I think she's cooking toast.
If I can crave for indulgence for a little moment, I just wanted to say something. I'm planning on building a Lancaster later on in the year, a very, very specific Lancaster from 101 Squadron that I've got a connection to, and I won't bore you with the details. But I remember when I did the Marauder, I did it on a base with a map of where the Marauder had flown on D-Day. Yeah,
sure do.
Right. Well, this particular Lancaster was shot down on the 22nd of June 1944, and it crashed in Holland. And I wonder if I could do the same thing, but I don't know what route it would have taken. I can't even remember where it was based. So I got in touch with the 101 Squadron Association online, and they very kindly sent. The chap said, "Well, I can't give you the exact route that it took because, of course, it went down with the plane. But here's one that my father took. My father was a navigator on Lancs, bombing basically Cologne as well on the same area. A few weeks later, they probably went on the same route. And he's actually sent me the whole photograph of the whole map with all the navigation points and everything. This beautiful thing. And he did this in like about 3 hours after I sent the email.
That's fantastic.
Brilliant. Really he's got loads of information about when it took off, where it went, who shot it down. It's absolutely astonishing. So that's going to be my next year Telford entry.
Wow.
Going to build that, put it on that map with all that information.
Well done.
But I just want to
Are you going to actually submit it this year?
Yeah, I'll get there earlier, and I won't ask around asking questions. I'll get in, put the thing in place. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. But I just thought, what a really nice guy. He got back so quick, and again, so, but I can find you the operational logs. I can find you this. I can find you that. Let me know what information you need. Really cool.
Excellent.
That's great.
And I've got a set of ABC aerials for it as well, because it was on secret squirrel stuff on a Cologne raid, trying to draw away the German anti-aircraft patrols by giving them false information. They had a second wireless operator.
I'm not familiar with ABC aerials. Where do they sit?
Airborne cigar. It's like 3 fairly large aerials, 2 on the back and 1 under the chin. And they had a second radio operator who sat in almost a sealed container because it was so secret, just near the mid-upper gunner. And his job was either to jam the enemy communication frequencies for the fighters, or fluent German speaker was to start issuing countermanding orders. Wow. Absolutely amazing. And I didn't know anything about it. Oh, the chap whose uncle was the pilot, who is a dear friend of mine, he never knew anything of this other than what squadron it was, and I was able to sort of point out things to him because he's named after the aircraft. His name was Peter, and this aircraft was SRP, P for Peter, of 101 Squadron. So yeah, but just want to say what a nice chap, and that the heritage of these squadrons is in such good hands as people like that.
Yeah.
That's a good story. Thanks for telling.
Yeah. Hagrid says, I've done 1 tour in France on Canadair as part of a training course. Those guys are mad as a hatter, but incredibly brave. Absolutely.
Damn right.
Bedcake says, Sonic, laugh out loud. Jim says, 1978, I was 14 years old, building roughly 1 model a week and taking walks to local hobby shop every weekend for the next kit to build. Looking good, John? Or is that Gary? No, that's John.
One?
No, sorry, I've got it. No, hang on. Where's John?
That's Gary.
That's Gary, yeah, looking good, Gary.
John's the bottom one in the red.
It's all moved around again. Oh, it's
you can
because
tell
you
by
came out.
the cutting mat.
Yeah. Julian says, Monsieur Evans, let me know the details of that Lancaster. I'll look up the route for you. Often mentioned other lost cards for the same sortie.
Okay.
Yeah, he's into his research, is our Julian. So
yeah. Lima Mike 508 was the aircraft.
There you go, Julian. Lima Mike 508. Hagrid says, I'd love to learn more about that Lanc.
Yeah, I mean, it crashed in Holland, and it was recovered in about 2014, as was the body of the rear gunner, who then received a military funeral.
Right.
1 other person died in the accident, and they were buried at the time, and the others were all captured and kept prisoner of war.
Okay. Wow.
Julian says, by the way, 1 guy I know was a CO of 101 Squadron post-war.
Oh, excellent.
Sonic says, some things never change then, Jim. Tiffer says, Mikey, will you be able to send me a link for the model railway place you mentioned at some point?
Yeah, just look for if you just look for Chester Model Shop, it's the only one in Chester. And it's called Chester Model Shop. Oh, something.
Yeah. I think it's just Chester Model Centre.
Yeah, I'll find a link. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Next. Sonic says, thanks, Tiff. Julian says, got to go. Kara here. Great stream all. See you later, Julian.
Cheers, Julian.
Cheers, Julian.
George says, when I started this hobby like a year ago, got to the local model shop, was told they were closing in 3 months. So weekly trips there to build up a stash. Good man. And how are you enjoying the hobby a year in?
Great question.
George says Chester Model Centre is good. Apple says TC Julian.
I should get a smaller marker.
Right.
So when you get around to doing this Lancaster, Gary, what are we looking at? The 70-second Airfix?
Yeah, Airfix 70-second B Mark III Merlin engine.
Thank you.
And I've got I can't remember the name of the company. There's a company that does an aftermarket set of ABC aerials, IFF aerial for the tail, chaff dispensers, or chaff chute, I should say, not dispenser.
Yeah.
And they do like the rig for the secret squirrel ones. They still carry bombs as well. They're a part of the bomber stream.
Yeah.
The raid was on a synthetic oil factory just outside of Cologne, which also, incidentally, we are going on holiday in June to Cologne, and then going on the river. And this factory, the site of this factory, is still owned by Shell. Is about, I don't know, 10 k's south of Cologne by the river. So I'll actually be going by the real one, the actual place that these guys were bombing, which is quite astonishing as well.
Right.
It's all interconnected stuff, you know what I mean? All interconnected. But it'd be good to build, and it's a lovely kit. The
24 watts. We've got 24 people watching and 22 likes. So we're doing well today.
Jim says, DJ Sonic, Scotland. Quite right, mate. There are a few differences now. My knees, back, shoulder, all arthritic. Molars hurt when I eat ice cream, and I almost have 100 models in the stash. Hagrid says, the Lancaster I will build is a Lancaster Mark II with the Bristol radial engines. If I read that correctly, Lancaster 2, LL 6 Lima 652, Juliet India Charlie of number 514 Squadron.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. Lancaster had, the Mark II had Bristol Hercules engines, yes.
That's right.
Yeah, double bank radials.
Hagrid said, base was RAF Waterbeach. Crashed the night of May the 27th, 28th, 1944 on the way to Aachen. Crew included 4 Brits and 3 Australians. Their graves are currently located at the main burial site of Grammont. I hope I said that right. Not easy to do when your daughter's just delivered Grammont, you 2 fresh samosas.
Whoa.
Straight from the... Look at it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a nice slice samosa.
Look at that. And it's still hot. Unlike it's not come from Greg's, though.
No, it's still hot. It was heated in the first place. That was my mistake, as it turns out. Definitely not a local. So I won't make that mistake again.
Sonic says the Lima part is pronounced differently when Mikey reads it.
Very good. Very droll.
Yes.
Let's see how this black turned out.
Not at all xenophobic there, Sonic.
Just the way we like it.
God, them samosas are good.
Yeah, baby.
Come on. Come on, Glazy. You know you want to do it.
Jim says, Gary, will you be visiting the cathedral in Cologne? It's been around a long time and seen a lot from what I know.
Yes, I will definitely be going to the cathedral. We've got an extra day. We were supposed to fly in at about 9:30 at night and then get on this boat the next day. But I thought, no, we'll spend an extra day in Cologne because I haven't been there for, I don't know, 30 years or 40 years or something. So I wanted to go and see it, and I'm going to video it and do a little travelogue.
Oh, cool! Look forward to seeing that.
Of Cologne. So that'd be fun.
You're diversifying.
Yeah, and as my stepson says, that way you can wipe that off.
I like it.
Right.
So you're not doing Albania this year, Gary?
Yeah, we're going to Albania in end of August, early September. Oh, cool. That's an annual event for us.
Yeah,
that's proper holiday.
Oh, right.
This one's more travel.
Practice.
Trying to do things that like do a travel-y, touristy sort of go see something holiday. But Albania, because it's so cheap and easy, is just a proper sit around, do absolutely naffle holiday.
Yeah.
So kind of would like to do one of each a year if we can.
Yeah. I must admit, we used to regularly go to Corfu on holiday, sometimes twice a year. And it was literally 2 weeks of sitting around doing nothing.
Well, up until about 3 years ago, that's how we got to Albania, was fly to Corfu, then get the ferry.
And then across on the ferry.
Yeah. Because they used to have, the ferries were nice, but they used to have those big old Russian hydrofoils.
Yeah.
You know, things you used to see on old travelogues booming along up the Moskva or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
They were amazing. I mean, twice it took 30 minutes the crossing instead of an hour for the ferry. These things just got up, but you can hear them from like miles away. They are so noisy.
Russians, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is that. That's why we don't go to Egypt anymore, because of the Russians. No, the hydrofoils are just so noisy. Big old things that tons of soot out the engines when they get going and stuff. Absolutely disgraceful for the environment.
Yeah, we used to regularly go up to Rhoda in Corfu, and of course you can see Albania.
Yeah,
only 2 miles.
Yeah,
the water. So, and they used to do day trips to Albania from Corfu.
Yeah, they still do. A lot of used to see the trippers coming in the morning.
But as that would drag me away from my sunbed, I never did it.
Pale blue grey. What's that like? Too blue, too pale, too grey.
Oh.
Just right.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking for a nice sort of grey, 50 Shades sort of colour.
Yeah. Okay. Get that one out that way. There we go. There we go. So I've finished my seatbelts as well. Just put the
oh, they look nice.
Splashes of little bits of black on and tiny little bits of red. Just sort of smoke and mirrors sort of painting, really.
Yeah.
But you know, as you say, once they go inside, and you won't be able to see them anyway. But I just feel better for having done them, really.
Oh, as a learning experience, it was. I found it very easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, no.
Oh, now we're in trouble. He's got references.
Oh yeah. Hagrid says, Gary, I will be at Cologne first weekend of April.
Oh, we're going in right beginning of June. We go out. It's actually our 30th wedding anniversary whilst we're out there, which is really going to be a lot of fun.
Cool. And Hagrid said, the cathedral holds also the relics of the 3 wise men of the New Testament, among other interesting artifacts. Second cathedral worth visiting is the music store. And it's big.
Wow.
Well, it says, the granny's lingerie.
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 The granny's lingerie catalogue reference again.
Someone's
Lingerie.
Lingerie.
Forever known as Lingerie.
Live out to the world.
He's not going the blues is real. Right, try again. Timmy says, congrats on 30, Gary. Yes.
Thanks,
like
Timmy.
We hit 40 last year.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well
Lingerie.
played.
Lingerie. Lingerie.
See, I think you should take some pronunciation lessons from Gary. Gary.
Yeah, okay. Music store annual catalogue is the size of a bloody phone book. Don't have them anymore, do we?
No.
And Hagrid also says, congrats on 30.
Thank you.
So we're all celebrating milestones in wedding anniversaries this year. Well,
yeah.
3 of us are. I don't know about John.
I'm not. Mine was last year.
Because I'm 10, you're 30, and the other Gary's 40.
41 this year.
Last year.
Wow.
Yeah. Stone or
kilograms.
You wish.
I managed to put some extra little bits of.
Yeah, I had to look it up. Then I'll be 28 years.
Excellent.
I think, guys, when you get to putting this bit on the side of the crew area, I think mine's in the wrong place.
Okay.
So just keep an eye on that, because apparently there's a slot for it there, but it doesn't reach.
Okay.
How are we doing for time? 10 minutes left.
Unless I've read that wrong.
Yeah.
That'll do.
But never mind.
Oh.
God, Ben's you going mad. It's not our door, Ben.
Gary's got me. It is Benj.
Have you done that one? Hagrid says
Benj,
congratulations.
back louder. We can't hear you.
Next.
Yeah, you did.
Sonic says 42 in just over a fortnight.
Ooh, well done.
Ooh.
Tiff says, I am the only one of the team not married. And no, that's not a hint, Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 veterans wedding. 4 veterans and a wedding.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Darren says, hello, everyone. I just thought I'd pop in on my lunch break. Welcome, Darren.
Hey.
Sonic says, bit too soon, Tiff, to be honest, lol. Sonic says, "Hey, Darren." And Tiff says, "That's birthday, not wedding anniversary, Sonic." Darren says, "Hi, Sonic." Sonic says, "They mentioned ages." Oh, we caught up.
No, said it feels like ages.
Oh, we've got 8.5 minutes left.
Yeah. So, on that note there.
Yeah.
Let's go to Marley.
Hello. All right. So, as shown earlier, yeah, I just cut out some tape. Oh, you can see it here.
Hello.
Tape for seat belts, and they're in place. I've taped up and marked the line for the black at the bottom of the hull. I'll paint that later on. Blacked around the windows. They're now glued on. So that'll go on. Started doing the details around the side here. So I masked up these little bits, little suitcase things, white there and under the bottom there. So I'm about to, I've got the white out and start doing little details on this. And these poles, there's 2 poles on the sides. From what I can see, like I've seen pictures of this one being blue here, but another picture shows this one being white. I'll have to double check that to see if that's correct, but I won't paint them right now. That's me. So yeah, it doesn't look much different from when we started, but it's all the detail done on the inside.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Excellent. And what about you?
Really enjoying the kit. Fantastic.
All I've done is painted the deck.
Nice.
Painted the interior of the deck. Used German grey and then rubber black for the seats and black for the inserts of the seats, and put some seat belts on as well. That's pretty much it for today. I will try and get this sprayed up. I'm still kind of conflicted whether to do this in RNLI colours or Models for Heroes colours. So have like a white hull with red for the base of the hull. Or I don't know. But stick with, not sure whether to stick with the orange for the wheelhouse or to go for red for the wheelhouse as well. Maybe a fluorescent red. I've got a day glow red.
What you could do, Gary, is do the normal hull and then do the cabin Models for Heroes colours.
Yeah, could do. Yep. I'll have a think about how to get around that, but that's what I'll be doing this week sometime.
Cool. Cool.
That's it.
Okay. Excellent. And what about you?
Well,
Chairforce?
I've like the other 2 guys, I have put the seat belts on. I haven't highlighted the yellow areas. We've also started doing some work on the little screens. That's done. The glass is in, but it's not glued in. It's just sitting in loose because I'm not happy with the fit at the moment. So I suppose you could say it's not in. But I've started putting these bits, which are painted. They don't look like they are, but they are painted onto the. And you can see I've done the steering wheel black.
You have?
But I've still actually got the deck to paint, believe it or not, as you can see by my overambitious blackness from my masking. But I'll get rid of that. And there she is. Cool. That's what we've got to. But I'm a bit annoyed because the glass fit perfectly the other day, and it's just a tad out at the moment, and I can't see why.
It could literally just be the thickness of the paint.
But it looks like a lifeboat, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
What about you, Mikey?
Me, I have done the rubber bumper around the top of the hull.
Mm-hmm.
I've also painted the white for the towing bracket, towing guide thing. I started putting some details on there. And I've also started putting some details on the cab.
Oh, that's nice.
Very good.
So there you go.
Is that a blue line down the middle of those?
Oh no, black.
Oh, it's black. Right.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Thank you. So we shall go back to the normal camera. Come on. Catch up, you stupid thing. There you go.
The sun is
Hey, it's staying
pouring
zoomed in. Wonderful. So Graham says, John, that blue on starboard, white on port. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And Darren, who I believe actually is a crew member on a Shannon class, says, that's correct, John. One blue and one white.
Wonderful. So I've taped that up, ready to paint white, and that one will be blue. Thank you.
I'd choose an AK pen. It's easier.
I don't have one.
Dieter, off to get little misses, TTYL and TGC. All right, buddy. Say hello to Nia and give us a big hug. Give her a big hug for us. Martin says, we managed 32 years before COVID took my missus.
Sorry to hear that, Martin.
Kevin says, everyone have a good day. You too, buddy.
And you, sir?
Mm-hmm. You too.
And Sonic says, why different on each side? So that they know where the tools go, I imagine. Because it's a lot easier to remember you need one blue and one white. So you know which side is missing and which side it's come from. Think of it like a tool board. Like the shadow board for tools.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There we go. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's us done.
Brilliant.
It's been a good day.
Continues to be a fun build. Really enjoying the kit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to put a few more details on during the week, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I might. I'll probably paint the deck, and do the rubber.
Yeah.
And then start. Before I put the rest of the railings on, I think I'll start detailing. It doesn't matter really because I've left it as a loose fit, so I can take this off. I can detail that art's content.
Yeah. Cool. We've got a comment. What is it? What is it? Come on, before we go. There you go. Graham says, great stream, guys. Totally enjoyed it. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much, Graham.
We will be back on Monday with the viewers panel. It'll be the same lot of us again, won't it?
Yep.
So by Monday, I need to decide what I'm building next.
Well, I've got something a little different to do on Monday. Those that are in the members chat on Discord will know what it is. But the rest of you will find out on Monday. Naked bar.
Short shorts Monday.
Yeah. Anyway, see you all later, guys. See you on Monday, 12 o'clock. Bye.
Bye.